Do you want to know how gardening can improve your day-to-day life? Hey, everybody, it's EdTheTrainer. And that's what we'll talk about next, coming up on Tips on Tuesday. So over the last couple of weekends, we've been doing a major overhaul on one of our mulch beds in the backyard. And I know that we've talked about growing grass and trying to cultivate the yard overall. But, you know, it struck me over the last weekend as we really have been working hard to get a lot of the weeds and a lot of the garbage that's grown in to this particular mulch bed cleared out so that we can redo the whole thing. What struck me is that our lack of attention over the last year and a half, 2 years, has really resulted in a total mess of a mulch bed. And we've had to do this in stages in order to clear out all of the weeds, all the garbage, before we begin to recondition and replant the mulch bed altogether. And you know, it got me to think about our minds. And what type of weeds, what type of garbage is growing in our heads because we don't cultivate our thoughts. We don't think about what we're allowing into our brains, into our minds on a regular basis as well. And you see, it's not just about killing the weeds that grow in our brains, grow in our minds. It's about making sure that we cultivate an environment where plants and flowers and things that we're really looking to develop, really looking to grow, can actually prosper, can really do well. So again, regular maintenance, regular gardening can help to kill weeds for sure, but we've got to think, not just weed killer. We don't want to spray the weed killer in our brains. That's not enough. It's certainly better than sitting back and letting them grow, but the weed killer's not enough. If you really want to excel, if you really want to take steps and see improvement and achieve the things that you want to achieve, it's not just weed killer. We've got to apply the miracle grow, don't we? We've got to give our brains, our minds, the sustenance to really provide an environment that we can continue to grow, that we can continue to have healthy thoughts develop and grow in our minds, right? You know, you've heard the phrase, thoughts are things, and the things that we want out of life begin here. And if we don't allow up here to be a hospitable grounds in order for those things to grow, well, then our expectations really need to be revised. So let's start thinking, how do we add some miracle grow to the environment in our minds and allow our dreams, the things that we want to see in our lives, the things that we want to accomplish in our lives, to allow them to manifest themselves? What are we doing to help that along? It's not just about getting rid of the negative. It's about planting and nurturing the positive. Who are you listening to? Who are you reading? What are you watching? Is that going to help you to grow? Or is it just helping you to focus on the weeds? I really appreciate you joining me this week, everybody. Thanks a lot for spending a couple of minutes with me. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon.